Hi Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. So today is August 22nd, 2025, and we are doing a YouTube today to use some designer series paper that I am in love with. It's called Painterly Pears. And so we're going to be making a cute little fun fold card, a simple fun fold with that designer series paper. But in addition to that, I want to show you the Paper Pumpkin, August Paper Pumpkin. And this is called Farmhouse Florals. You can no longer get it. If you would like to subscribe, you can get the September kit, which is going to be a fall kit. But this kit is closed now and has already shipped out and obviously received by subscribers. So the Paper Pumpkin subscriptions are monthly subscriptions, and they're $20 plus shipping and tax, and it comes right to your mailbox. It's a surprise kit, and we usually know a little bit about it, that if it's a card kit, or usually it's cards, but you know, it's different things every month. So I'm going to put the camera down, less chatting, more stamping, and I'm going to show you what's in the kit. And then I'm going to make a card today using Painterly Pears. Okay, so it's pretty close, but I think they'll still work. Okay, twist this a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this is called Farmhouse Florals, and I'm just going to open it. So this month we actually got 2 stamp sets. Usually we just get 1 photopolymer stamp set. Your first month you will get a block, a D-size block that all of the stamps will always fit on. But this month we actually got 2 stamp sets, and they told us in advance we were going to get 2 stamp sets. This one has lots of sentiments. Just a note, you're loved, forever your friend, hello, XOXO, thank you. And then we also got this one, which I'm in love with. It's a little teapot with the flowers. It says, it's a saying, for a great friend. Little tiny flowers. Also says, you're simply the best. So there's a lot of different sentiments on here also. So we've got 2 stamp sets. The block, we always get a Stampin' spot, and this one is Secret C. Okay, and then I have had a clue what was in here, but I didn't want to open it prior to doing the video. Okay, so put that aside. If you're a subscriber with me, you also can come to Paper Pumpkin Day, which is a monthly get-together here at my house, and we use our kits, and we actually make alternatives. We have a great time. We have snacks, and sit around and stamp. So if you are a subscriber with me, current subscriber, you can come to Paper Pumpkin Day, which is usually the last Sunday of the month from 1 to 4. And it's obviously a free event. Okay, so this kit, oh, yeah. It's trying to wipe off those little specks. They don't wipe off. This paper is, these card bases are adorable. Yeah, you know, I'm a flower girl. Okay, so it's 9 cards. So, oh, I should tell you, first of all, there's instructions. So there are 4 color instructions that come with the kit. And it shows you how to make all 3 card versions, and there's 3 of each with the envelopes. So there are color instructions, and on the very back, it shows you some alternatives. I think usually it does show an alternative or 2. Maybe they don't do that anymore. What the heck? No, I don't see any alternatives on here. Okay, sorry. Oh, it does show you the coordinating dies. So these dies are available to purchase. They're $12, and you get all these dies that coordinate with all 3 months. So that would coordinate with July, August, and September. And it also tells you all the coordinating colors. This is important for me. I like to pull out all the stamp pads, Calypso Coral, Darling Duckling, so forth and so on. And it shows you all the products that come in the kit. So it also gives you this, which you can keep with your stamp sets, sets. This month it shows you this different stamps, so I always keep that together. And this month we get some twine. We get some baker's twine. We always get dimensionals. We get mini glue dots, and You get 9 of the card bases, so there's 3 of these. And then there's 3 plain ones. And then there's 3 of these. Okay, so this one is a typewriter with the flowers coming out the top. So stinking cute. Okay, so we have those. And then these are, oh, to die for, right? So if you're a subscriber, there is a refill kit that's available if you only to subscribers. You don't get the stamp set or the spot in the refill kit, but you get all of these things. So and it's cheaper. So obviously, that's a real big consideration. These are punch outs. So you can just make the cards according to the kit, or you can make your own alternatives. So we have those. And then we also have these to stamp your sentiments on. Enough for all the cards, all 9 cards. So this kit is amazing because I just think that is so me. And can't wait to make some cards with it. So if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber and you'd like to do it, you can sign up on my website. That would be awesome. Or you can contact me if you prefer to do it that way, and I can help walk you through it. However works best for you. Okay, so I'm going to put these away. I obviously keep all my stamp sets, all my Paper Pumpkin stamp sets, even when the kit is over. Oh, and we also get 9 envelopes. And these are all the same. Sometimes they're all different. You know, there might be 3 different ones, but this paper is just so cool. It's not white. It's got little flecks in it. Sometimes we cut the envelopes up and use these flaps for alternative ideas. Yeah. What have I forgotten to tell you about Paper Pumpkin? I don't know. I might think of some more things, but the boxes are awesome. They're very usable for other products, or you can save them and cover them with DSP, or, you know, mail things out in them. They're very useful. Okay, so today we are going to make a card using Painterly Pears. And I'm going to be using some scraps that I have. This is a piece of scrap I cut out, and then I just, you know, cut it. I always tell you, if you're going to cut something out, don't cut it out just right on the edge, because you can use little pieces like this. I have little pieces of DSP, all different lengths and colors and so forth and so on. So this is obviously dual-sided paper. Some of it is, some of it isn't. And I have to decide which side I want to use. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do with this is I am going to glue some of these on the back of this. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, not a lot, just a tiny bit of glue right here around right here and right here. Am I in screen? I hope I am. Okay, and then I will cut some of these. This one is going to go there. And then I'm going to do this one. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Make that little point. Just add this right here. Again, not crazy about that little point. This piece. So you can see what's happening. Okay. Trying to keep them nice and close together. This piece, I might just overlap that a little bit like that. And then I'm going to go with this piece. Okay, so now I'm just going to trim these off like that. And there is a cute little insert inside of that little piece of trash. Okay, so now I have an embossing folder. And the embossing folder that I'm going to use is called Birchwood. This is a 3D folder that is sold in the annual catalog. And this is a nice size folder. This is 6 by 9. And I'm going to put this inside my folder. Just like that. And I'm going to run it through my cut and emboss. So this is a 3D folder. So you need plates 1, your platform, and 4, which is your gray plate. Okay, those are the only 2 plates you need. You don't need your clear plates for a 3D folder. Okay, so if you tried that, it'd be too tight, and it would be like a little warning that you need to take those plates away and use these instead. Okay. So now it has some texture. Okay. And probably could have put a little more glue on there. And I could probably still do that, especially on this piece right here. I'll try a little bit right there. Just a tiny bit. Yeah. Just to make sure that that doesn't come up. Okay. Looks like there was a gap there. Okay, so I have that ready. Now, I have another piece of Petal Pink cardstock, and this is 4 1/4 by 11. And I did score this twice. I scored it at 5 1/2, and then I turned it, flipped it, and I scored it at 2 3/4. So this is going to fold like this, or you could do it this way. Okay, I'm going to do it this way, I think. I might change my mind, but I think that's the plan. Okay, so I'm going to take my bone folder, make nice crisp folds. Okay, and then I have a piece of this designer series paper. This is from Painterly Pears. Okay, and so the center was all white. This was a 12 by 12 sheet that I cut up. And the center was all white, and then there was this edging. So what I did was I cut this off like that. So this is 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to put this on the inside of my card. Thought this would be kind of cool because this part would show while it was closed, but this part would be great to write your sentiment, you know, write your greeting on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach this inside my card. And being 4 by 5 1/4, it's perfectly fit for this card. Okay, now I have this, right? And I want to attach this to the card, but I want to put something right here. So I was thinking that maybe a piece of this would look good here. And I'm still thinking that this is going to cover up quite a bit of it. But I still think that would look good. Or I could use this side. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This might be better. Okay. So I think I'm going to cut this down. So this was, right, when I scored this, this was at 2 3/4. So if I want this to fit with a nice border, I would be 4 by 2 1/2, right? Because you want to go a quarter less. So I'm just going to cut this piece. Got my paper trimmer here. It'll be hard to cut this up because it's so gorgeous. I'm going to cut this 2 1/2. And I'm going to cut this 4. So really, I didn't cut up any of the gorgeousness. I just cut up the white part. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay, and now I have this. So now, whoops, I want it to go this way. So now I can attach this. When it opens, okay, the back is not going to show because when you open it this way, that little backing is not going to show. If that bothers you, you could certainly put a piece of white cardstock on the inside. And maybe I should do that to give it a little extra weight. Let's see what size this is. So this is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. I think I might just go ahead and do that just to give it a little bit of substance, a little more weight. And then it'll be pretty on the back too. I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue because that texture, that birch embossing folder has quite a bit of texture. So I'm thinking glue might hold better. Okay. Okay, so now you can finagle it for just a little bit. There we go. So now it's pretty on the back also. And it has a little extra weight to it. All right, so now I am going to go ahead and attach this. Obviously, I don't want to put glue right here. I just want it on the upper half. So I am going to go ahead and put my adhesive, a lot of adhesive, just on the upper half. Okay, so now when you pull the card open, and if by chance that shows, it's pretty and white on the back. Okay, so now I'm going to add some pears. And you might think this is kind of funny, but I didn't get the stamp set or the dies that coordinate with this paper. I haven't at this time, but I had a friend come over and she had it. So she said, here, use mine. So I did. I stamped a whole bunch of these, right? I stamped some of the little flowers. I stamped some of the big pears. Yeah, the stamp set is pretty amazing. I'm just going to say, let me show you. Here's the big pears, pear, and the top for the pear. So I kind of went crazy with her stamp set, but she said, go ahead and do it, and I did. So there you go. Now I'm going to use my water painter. So water painters aren't available right now. They're looking for a manufacturer to bring these back into the catalog, but at this time, water painters are not available. You may have your old aqua painters, or you can use blender pens, or you can use your blend markers. Okay, so I am going to do a little coloring, on this pear, and I'm going to squeeze this. So this is the new Darling Duckling ink pad. I'm going to bring a little color in, and this is my old olive pad. Look at that ink. Yeah, covered with ink. And then I have my petal pink. So that needs a little ink on it too. You really have to give it some pressure to get ink on the lid. Okay, so here we go. So these are filled with water, right? And you can fill them with alcohol. You can make them an alcohol marker if you have them. Okay, so I'm just going to bring a little water in. It says push. So bring a little water down. And there you go. Get me a little water going there, and I'm going to color these pears. I'm trying to decide which color where I want to put the color. I think I'm going to do the Darling Duckling right here. And then I'll bring in the old olive on the other side. And I don't have the dies either, right? So I'm going to do some fussy cutting. Oh dear, you know how much I love fussy cutting. I love it. So that's not a problem for me. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little more green around the edge. Hear my bracelet clink, clink, clinking. You know, I just love my bracelets, so there they are. So this is just Whisper White card, the old Whisper White, basic white cardstock. So it's soaking in quickly, which is fine with me. I'm going to color my leaves. I'm going to use a little darker by adding less water. Okay. And I like watercoloring. I love watercoloring. I'm not a super artistic person, but guess what? You get better at it the more you work at it. Okay. And you know what? For the branches, I think I need a brown. I Didn't bring a brown over. Hang on a second. I'm going to use pecan pie. I want to make the, I'm just going to bring in a little extra color. I don't want to use green for that. There we go. Okay. So while that's drying, I might do a little, use a little petal pink on these flowers. See how these turn out. They don't seem to have a whole lot of detail, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna like them, but see, we might make it work. They might be cute on this card if I get them to where I like them. There we go. Watercoloring is therapeutic for me. It's like, oh, now I'm going to bring in some dark centers. And maybe bring in a little shading on the edges. Oh, okay. I hope you can see the detail. If you can't, you can zoom in, or I'll hold it up at the end. I might bring in a little green right here. Ooh, this is risky. I don't know. It looks kind of good. Yeah. Just to give it a little more dimension. It looks much better painted than it did plain. Honestly. Okay, I'm just going to fussy cut these real quick. And I'm just using my snips again. The snips are... Oh, they're not going to sell snips anymore. I don't know. But you know what? You can buy little scissors anywhere. So if you didn't get a pair of snips, you'll just have to get a pair off the internet or something, or at a craft store. I know. I love these snips, and they were sharpenable. So I had taken mine several times to different pairs to a like a knife sharpening, and had them sharpened, because I use them for paper, and then when you try to cut ribbon with them, not so good. There we go. And let me just cut these out too. I don't know for sure if I'm going to use these, but I might, and you know what? Just have them ready. I think I like them more than I thought I would, so I may end up using them. Move your paper, not your scissors. So much easier. And you know, long blades work good too. So if you have long bladed scissors, use those. They work great for fussy cutting. Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm going to close these pads. I think that's good. Okay, so I do have this little hello, which is from the stamp set, so I'm going to use that. And now let's decorate our card. Okay, so I have the, see how cute that is? It does not take away from the DSP, and yet I think it actually adds to the DSP, the cuteness of the DSP. Let's see how this works. See how this looks, and then we'll see if we want to add the flowers. Oh, pretty cute. Now the little flowers. Oh, yeah. I think I'm just going to glue those down. I'm not going to pop them up. Put a little liquid glue here. Tuck them underneath here a little bit. Look how cute that is. And then hello. Just going to do a little fishtail on both sides. Like that. And I think I'll just glue that straight down also. Tuck it under just a tad. Make it all go together. I think when you make things touch, They actually look better than to have things just all spread out everywhere. Just my opinion. I'm going to use some of this baker's twine. So, you know, usually they give us so much baker's twine extra in our paper pumpkins that we usually have extra twine. I'm going to make those nice and long. I just think they look cute that way. And I need a mini glue dot. Again, they give us mini glue dots in those paper pumpkin kits. And I have so many extras, but I still like my box. Okay, I'm going to take this and I'm just going to roll this a little bit in my fingers. And stick it right here. And then this can go right there. Okay, so I think that's my finished card. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. I think it's really cute the way it is. Just opens like that. You could put some DSP right here if you want, but I don't think it's necessary. I think it looks great just like that. You could add some more embellishments. You could do a lot with it. You could use some Wink Stella, all kinds of different things, but I just think it's great use of some scraps and also that cute DSP. So thanks for watching today. My name is Trevis Bossler, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in St. Louis, Missouri. I'll see you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. Bye.